Too much of the man, bro.
All right, it's up. We're up and running. Dumars, you're totally exposed right now, man.
Yeah.
Everybody can see you.
Oh, God.
All right, well, we ain't going to wait for anybody to come in. We're just going to start because, Seventh, you're the expert on this. I imagine that once we stop the broadcast, it'll just automatically stay on my channel, right?
Right.
All right, true that. So
It'll be there as a video.
at this time, everybody, do your thing. Introduce yourselves. Go ahead. Seven.
Hi. I'm Seventh.
Dumars.
Blaze.
Blaze, come on, man. Give me your intro. Give me the
Hey.
intro you was telling me earlier, man.
No, I didn't give you no intro. Yo,
Come on, man.
Blaze,
Tell them that bullshit intro you gave me earlier.
Yeah, Blaze and Piff, sub to my channel, you get free games. All right.
Oh, God.
Sell
Ah,
out,
shit.
bitch. Okay, so the reason for this podcast. Now, I don't know how often I'm going to do these podcasts. This is something new to me. I got the idea basically from BG. You know, lots of love to BG. He's shown me a lot of love. Cool cat. I want to try to do something a little different with the way we do our podcasts, but we're going to talk about E3. We're going to talk about what trash it was, at least in my opinion. Seventh, what did you think about E3 today?
Well, I actually slept through the EA part, which after reading about it, I imagine I didn't miss much, but I did sit through the Bethesda one mainly because you wouldn't start streaming until you'd watched it. So
Right.
I watched it, and it was a big fucking pile of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Blaze?
Oh my, so underwhelming, dude. No Wolfenstein. The best part was Skyrim remastered, and they barely showed that. And I mean, you know, Dumars is gonna agree with me. Madden looked cool, you know, shit like that. FIFA, or, you know, whatever, the usual from EA.
I didn't FIFA.
Mass Effect looked awesome. The little trailer they showed. But yeah, I don't know why you made us sit through this shit and wait it out. It was garbage. Absolutely garbage.
Because I always have to watch the conferences. It's just something that I do. Dumars, go.
With what?
What'd you think?
What, that Bethesda?
You were sitting right here watching the Bethesda conference with me.
Yeah, it looked like shit. Nothing that really interested me.
Nothing at all.
Not really.
Why are you here?
They kept showing that gameplay of that, what the fuck was that game?
Dishonored.
Dishonored? I'm like, dear God, enough with this shit. That game
It
looks
was.
stupid.
Hey,
It
look,
looks
Seven,
stupid,
check
man.
this out. You guys, for the longest, for years, have called me a dude bro. To me, Dishonored 2 looked pretty damn good. I remember Dishonored 1 being fun. Dumars is just sitting there going, this is so fucking boring. I'm like, oh my God, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, he's way more dude bro than I ever dared to be.
I don't think it's so much that as it is that you're just slowly being indoctrinated into being one of us.
No, negative. That's
And
never
so you're
good.
just your dude bro ratio is just kind of slipped down over the last 6-7 years.
I just don't need to be killing something every 2 seconds like Dumars needs to be.
I'm not in the
I
game.
rest my
You gotta
case.
hide and sneak around. Fuck all that.
But you can kill. Like, for instance, when she used her powers, Dumars was going, this is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, she jumped
I'm
from
like,
like
dude, she's got
4-story
powers.
high on a guy, and I'm like, really?
All
Bro,
right,
she's
can I
got.
say
You
something?
haven't played a game with supernatural aspects before and liked it?
Not a gay game like that.
Oh my God.
Rev, just the fact that you have talked about this game for a good 30 seconds now without uttering the phrase, ain't no way in hell I'm playing as a female, shows that you have lowered your dude bro ratio.
No,
Negative. First off, if it was mandatory you play as a female, I wouldn't be talking about this game right now.
right,
You can play as Corvo.
right. That almost ruined the whole game for me.
Yeah,
I
that
swear
put
to
it back
God.
on my radar.
Right,
I
exactly.
said, oh my God, okay, I can play as a dude. I'm good.
Yup.
Be walking
Exactly.
around with damn long ass fingernails, even though I do that shit anyways. All right, Titanfall 2, go. What'd you think, Blaze?
Same shit, dude. Really. I mean, if the campaign is is co-op, it would be fun. But I'll definitely buy it. Or, I'm still gonna buy it, but it looks like the same shit. Honestly, I'm not excited for it.
I thought it looked good. Yeah, and it does look like the same shit, but they added a campaign. That's huge. It'll be on the PS4 7th. I know you probably don't give a shit.
Well, the reason I didn't buy it on Xbox One is because it had no campaign. I will try it since it has a campaign, but from what I've heard, and again, I didn't watch the conference, but from what I've heard, it has kind of a Black Ops 3 vibe, and as you know, I was not a fan of Black Ops 3.
Your Black Ops 3 campaign sucked.
Yeah, but I get not buying Titanfall at launch for $60. It's like what, $15 now? Why not give it a try now?
Well, the servers are probably a ghost town at this point.
They are. You can still get in the game, though.
Yeah, you can still get in the games.
Dumars, what'd you think? You love Titanfall 1.
Yeah,
I'm
hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. I'm definitely looking forward to that shit. I'll be buying it the first day it comes out.
Did you see the trailer?
Yeah.
They didn't really show nothing too different, though. You know what I mean? I mean, you got a swinging rope. That wasn't gay to you?
No.
Why wasn't that gay to you?
Because it's a game I'm interested in.
Yeah, okay. Pretty much same thing. I feel how Blaze does. It looks the same, but at the same time, it looks good. Something to play for a week, and then I'll be done with it. Madden, Dumars.
I'm interested in it. You know me, I'll buy it.
I always
see too much new shit, though. I mean, same shit.
All right, we ain't even going to talk about this sports shit. Sports games, to me, are fucking garbage. 7th, you agree with me on this?
I haven't enjoyed a sports game since Lakers versus Celtics on Genesis, so...
Yeah, but you guys aren't into sports, so...
Right.
This is true.
Blaze
I mean, the
is
closest
into
I get
sports?
to it is like a pro wrestling game. That's about it.
No, dude, I watch sports, dude. I watch football, baseball.
All right, were you interested in any of the sports games?
I was. I mean, listen. First of all, they put a Patriot on the front cover of Madden for the first time ever.
And what does that even mean?
That means they're repping my city of Boston, so I'm buying it regardless.
Oh, my God. So because they're repping your city, you're going to buy the game.
Just like Fallout 4, Boston. I bought it.
You know, people talk shit about Call of Duty. How the fuck does Madden get a pass for
Madden
the
doesn't.
exact same shit?
Madden does not. Madden gets shitted on every year, dude. Dumars.
Everybody buys it. Everyone still buys it. Dumars buys it every year.
That's kind of why they call Call of Duty the Madden of shooters.
Right.
Because they already ripped Madden a new asshole for putting out the same shit every year.
Right.
All right, let's discuss the potential game of the year. Omega Loser's up in here. What's up, Omega? Let's discuss the potential game of the year, Faye. FE. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was blown away. This gameplay floored me. You know, I mean, it brought a tear to my eye. 7th, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, again, EA didn't see it. Was sleeping. So, I don't know. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's
If
trash.
someone wants to drop me a link, I'll go look at it, but, you know.
Just hit it in your YouTube. Arsenal or Jack Move Johnny, I'm sure, are super excited for Faye. It looks like Ori and the Blind Forest. Like just
it's a DLC game.
It's something like EA Originals is what they called it.
No, the art style looked bland. Like the colors weren't vibrant. Like Ori and the Blind Forest, where the colors were popping and the lighting. You know, it's an indie game. It's not for. It's like it was weird. Unravel. EA published Unravel. At least Unravel was nice to look at. You know,
all right, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it now.
It's trash. Okay, I mean, there's no need to look. It's garbage. Star Wars. They talked about Star Wars. Dumars, since you're the Star Wars fan of the bunch.
Well, it just seemed like they were just sucking their own dick and not really talking about the game.
What do you mean? I feel like they were talking about the game.
Well, from what I saw, I just went on clippings on YouTube. I didn't see it live or nothing. Seemed like what I saw, they were just sitting there patting themselves on the back and how they're great Star Wars fans, and they didn't really talk anything about the game. From what I saw, like I said, I didn't see the whole thing.
If they brought out a campaign, I might be tempted to try it, but I'm with 7th. Online-only games, I refuse. I refuse to get them. I got Titanfall because I got that for $18. Now, $20 and below, I'll buy an online-only game. But with no campaign, fuck that. That's how I look at it.
Oh, so they were just covering like expansions on the Battlefront?
Basically, but they talked about 2018. You got a visceral game, Star Wars, coming out. I didn't hear the word single player, but I imagine that's what they're talking about.
Well, I know the former director of the Uncharted games, Amy Hennig, I think her name was.
Yeah.
She left Naughty Dog to work with the EA on a new third-person action Star Wars game. So
That's
I know
the one. Yeah, that's the one. She was in the video clip actually. It looks like it's gonna have VR support too, but they're coming out with a bunch of Star Wars games, like something for everybody, like a card game. That's how I took it. Like, that's I don't know. I don't give a fuck about Star
Why
Wars.
is everybody so impressed with her, anyways?
well, she was a good writer, I guess. She was the main writer on at least Uncharted 2 and 3. I'm not sure on Uncharted 1, but
Right. So, I mean, that is impressive, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. I loved those games back in the day, but playing the remasters, I wasn't even into it anymore.
Agreed.
okay. So just to catch up real quick, I just watched the trailer for Faye. It's obvious they were fans of Spyro the Dragon, and that's about all I can say about it.
I don't even know what that is.
Shame on you.
But who is that laughing?
7th.
Oh my God! I thought somebody else was snuck into the podcast. All right, Battlefield 1, Dumars.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I've always been a fan of the like World War II type setting. I like that old like gritty fucking feel to it.
Blaze.
Dude, dude, it was awesome. Green fields, like close quarter combat and house and tanks. I loved it. I thought it looked just like, I was out. Everybody was talking about Call of Duty how it looks like shit, but this Battlefield, it looked like the trailer. Like, I gotta say, like, in-game engine, that's what it looked like. I gotta give him credit.
Well, bear in mind it was PC gameplay. Okay, let's not be fooled there. 7th, what'd you think?
It was.
Well, I did get a chance before all this started to watch that because people were talking about it, and I think it looks really good. Although since it's based on World War I, as I understand it, weapons back then were a lot different than they were in World War II. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect the gameplay.
I thought.
Well,
go ahead.
No, it's an alternate version of World War I.
I don't think it is. I think they debunked that. I don't think it's alternate.
Okay.
Some people in the comments will set us straight if it is. I thought it looked fucking crazy. Now, before, when they didn't show any gameplay, people tweeting this RIP Call of Duty and this and that. I'm like, look at these degenerates. But after seeing the gameplay, I think I can honestly say that it's over. It's over for Call of Duty. They've had their run. I think this is the year that Battlefield finally takes over.
That's if their shit's working day one. If they're not fucking up,
it will be.
Battlefield 4.
There's no way that they're gonna pull that shit again. I could be wrong, but God, they would be so stupid to pull that again.
Well, it's theirs for the taking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, see, they confirmed it's not an alternate World War I. That's what I'm saying.
So they changed
it looked at me. I was blown away. I ain't gonna lie. I'll get it on PC. I'll get it on Xbox One because I got game share with my little man. I'll probably buy it on the PS4 too. When a game's phenomenal, I buy it on 3 platforms. Yeah. But Call of Duty's done.
You ain't buying shit on PS4.
That's a wrap for Call of Duty. You agree with that, Blaze?
No. Modern Warfare is definitely gonna bring people back, and you know it.
We're talking about Infinite Warfare.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that game's been on a wrap.
I've seen a lot of chatter from people that say that they're going to buy that just so they can play the remaster of Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
That they don't even care about Infinite Warfare. They want to play the remaster.
Right. Exactly. I feel like Sony got that license at the wrong time. It's like they got it and it's like dead.
I know. That's awesome. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch it up. Let's go to Bethesda now. I'm going to tell you, man, I was really looking forward to Bethesda's conference, because last year I thought they knocked it out of the park. This year, I thought they were damn near just as bad as EA. Matter of fact, I think EA was better because Titanfall 2 looked awesome and Battlefield 1 looked phenomenal.
Mass Effect
What the hell did Bethesda show us? Dishonored 2 looks good, but it doesn't look amazing. It looks like the exact same as Part 1.
See, I'd rather play Quake than fucking that garbage.
Quake, they didn't show gameplay, and
Yeah.
I don't even remember Quake. We played it on the 360, but I don't think that's the Quake that they're trying to copy. Like Seventh, isn't Quake like an old school PC shooter?
Yeah, Quake was their next evolution after Doom, and the first two of them had a full campaign, and then when they went to Quake 3 Arena, it became solely multiplayer deathmatch only game. So it looks like that's the direction they're staying with it.
The last Quake I played, I remember, what was it? It was like around launch time for 360. I want to say there was a campaign for that. I can't remember though.
Yeah, there was. There was a campaign.
Quake 4 or whatever. I don't remember what they called it, but it had a campaign. But that one I never did play because I was late to the game on the 360. But my history with Quake ended with Quake 3 Arena, and that was when I was still playing a lot of multiplayer shooters on PC. And that was that one, and like eventually Unreal Tournament 2004 was as far as I went with it, and then I just stopped because I got so sick of the damn shit. But it used to be real thick with a nice long campaign, and now it's primarily used by esporters for tournament play, and if you've ever played any of the Unreal tournaments, it's kind of similar to that. It's really fast, speed-based arena deathmatch with a lot of jump pads, so there's a lot of verticality to it and stuff like that. So.
That was the impression I was getting from it, like competitive online. I didn't sense like any kind of campaign in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to have.
Wrong. But they didn't show gameplay, so it's irrelevant. They showed a fucking card game. Elder Scrolls
that looks so
card game. Now, Top Hats and Champagne, I know he'll be happy about that bullshit, but it's like, come on, a fucking card game? Come on, man. Fallout 4 contraptions in the Vault-Tec workshop. Get that shit out of my face. You guys' thoughts?
There is a DLC added to that though. If you've seen at the end, it was like a Nuka-Cola factory. It was like a whole. It was a
Nuka World theme park.
Right. They changed the DLC price from $30 to $50 for a reason, and I don't see the value in it honestly. Season pass, $50.
Why did they do that?
It was for a limited time. If you don't if you didn't buy it for $30 around a certain date, they changed it to $50, and now it's $50 for the season pass. I mean, I have no idea.
It looked pathetic to me all the way around, and I thought Fallout 4 was good. I just lost interest because I started playing something else. Off topic, does anybody notice? And I talked about this real quick on Twitter. Does anybody notice with these conferences, and this has been happening for a couple years now, these developers come out, and it's almost like they're trying to act like they're rock stars. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like, I don't give a shit about you. Number one, you look like a social degen. Number two, I don't give a shit what's coming out of your lame-ass mouth. All we care about is what you can create. Show us your product. It's like the guy that created AC. He's a beast. He's a mastermind. You know what I mean? Or I don't want to meet him. You know what I mean? You buy a badass car. It's like, oh my God, I need to meet whoever designed it. I don't care who designed it. I want the car. I want the game. Keep these developers off the stage. They're so goddamn gay. It makes me ashamed to be a gamer.
Did you see how nervous they had like a speech problem? All of them were stuttering. Like, go back and watch the Bethesda conference. All of them.
Bro,
like the one guy with the hands, he kept doing this. I just thought of Talladega Nights where Will Ferrell's like, what do I do with my hands while he's talking? They kept saying, put your hands down. The guy just kept doing this, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Bro, they're talking in front of a crowd. They're used to their basements.
Well, I think a lot of them, they see how everyone, when someone like Miyamoto comes out and everyone's just hanging on his every word, even though he's not speaking in English, or Reggie Fils-Aimé, or however you pronounce his name. There are certain people in game dev that when they come out and speak, everyone shuts up and listens to what they have to say, and they see that and that's what they want. They want to be that next, as Rev put it, rock star of game dev, and there's only so many people that can pull that off. And some of them, it's because of how batshit insane they are. Like, if you've ever, John, the Romero, the guy that was one of the developers of Doom, that guy is kind of interesting to watch because he's not all there. But then there's just some guys like Miyamoto whose enthusiasm is just kind of so infectious that you can't help but grin a little bit every time he comes on stage, even when he's doing something stupid like playing Wii Music or whatever it is. He can make the dumbest, stupidest shit look like, you know, it's the funnest thing ever, and then of course you go and play it and it sucks. But that's the appeal that he has, and they want to be that, but they just don't have the stage persona or the charisma to pull it off. Because they're basement nerds.
I've yet to see a developer that's any kind of captivation about him, but you know, whatever. Just a little observation I had. I think Skyrim remastered stole the show. To me, that's the highlight of the night.
Yep.
You agree?
And they showed it for 20 seconds.
I know.
I platted it on PS3.
What's that?
I said I platted it on PS3, but I'd be willing to do it all over again to play it on PS4, because on PS3 it was a glitchy fucking mess. I mean, the thing would crash after playing it for 2 hours. So if they fix that, then I'm cool with it.
It doesn't look like a remaster either. It looks like they reworked everything, man. This sucker looks rebuilt from the ground up. It looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Super excited for that. Dumars, you're awful quiet over there, man.
We can talk about Skyrim. I didn't that shit.
There's no guns in it, no pew-pews.
No.
No pew-pew shooting. Fucking casual dude, bros. They make me sick.
Like 30 seconds. 30 seconds of that.
All he cares about is Titanfall and Madden. You are the epitome of what I used to be.
Don't forget Battlefield.
Maybe if Bethesda came out with Skyrim carts, he might play that.
Oh my God. Exposed.
Yeah, he just tried exposing me with some Minecraft shit. It's like, the difference between me and you is people know I'm not playing that shit. They know you're playing that kart racing crap.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, it's okay. You don't got to try to act like you're cool, man.
No.
All right. Prey. Prey, it looks like they went and made a whole different game than what they originally showed a few years ago. And there was no gameplay, so I've really got no opinion on it.
Prey 2 was supposed to... They released a trailer a while back, and then Bethesda has been just starting from scratch lately, just getting rid of Prey 2, just Prey. They did that with Doom, and it actually looked really good. I know it was a cinematic, but it actually looked really good. I'm interested in Prey. That's it. Prey and Skyrim. That's it from that whole show. And Dishonored, maybe. That's it.
I'm interested in Prey, but to be honest. It doesn't look a damn thing like the original game at all. It looks like they took Dishonored, put it in space, and slapped the word Prey on it.
Yeah.
Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Dishonored's a good game, but it doesn't look a damn thing like Prey or how Prey played. I mean, you know, you were like a reality warping Native American in Prey, and now you're some guy out in space just doing your usual stealth and shooty. So it's it just doesn't. It's like when you go and you see they announce a sequel to a movie that came out 10 years ago, and you go to see it and it has nothing to do with the original movie, and they've just like slapped the name on it to get people to go out and watch it. That's what it feels like to me.
I don't know. I got no opinion. They didn't show gameplay. I can't stand when they do that, so I got nothing. VR. Okay, we all know. I'm sure most of you guys don't care about VR. I don't care about VR, but I was always thinking with VR that it's going to take a while to get up off the ground. These cats here are talking about Fallout 4 and Doom being on VR. Now, honestly, not trying to sound gay, but I think that sounds actually pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, it does. Oh my God.
If the graphics can look the way they look on my PC in VR, and it's like I'm in the game, that's pretty damn impressive. Do Morris?
I don't know. I ain't really into that VR shit.
Yeah, because you've never seen it, okay, and you
Yeah.
got to wear some gay shit on your head. But just imagine Doom being in the game world.
Yeah, but
In the
imagine
game
this. You got that
world.
fucking headset on. You always say you feel kind of stupid when you're making YouTube videos and the wife walks in. Just imagine having the fucking headset on, the wife walks in. You're looking
But
like...
yeah, but you won't see
fuck?
anybody, so who cares?
Just imagine porn in VR.
Yeah.
Oh, you just had to go there, didn't you?
I
The
had to.
Japanese already have it, sir.
I bet they do. Animated
There's
porn.
videos of it. There's videos of it. They have this motorized thing that straps to their crotch with these fake rubber boobs that they can rub while they're doing whoever it is they're doing.
God.
Yeah, I've
Yeah, there's
seen
videos
that
of this
crap.
shit.
I've seen that. Now, okay, do Mars. So your main problem with VR is just looking dumb?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, who gives a shit? Well,
You're by
okay, look.
yourself.
Like, hey, man, come on over, man. Check this game out.
You're in a podcast at midnight talking about video games. There's no point in trying to save face anymore, man. It's over for us. We're middle-aged social rejects. Seventh, your thoughts on VR?
Well, I kind of have to jump into it because 8th has asked for the PlayStation VR for Christmas. But you'll notice they didn't mention a PlayStation VR version of this stuff. They mentioned it. No, the only platform they did mention was the Vive, which is expensive as shit, and
Okay,
is
but
not a platform.
you got a gaming PC. You'd rather have the Vive, right?
Well, yeah, if you've got a gaming PC, which I do, but for whatever reason, the one that 8th has asked for Christmas is the PlayStation one, so that's the one that I'm going to get him. So
Sony
they haven't
big
announced it
sucker.
for that now.
Things
But
never change.
I will say if they came out with like Doom VR for the PlayStation Evo or whatever it is, the new version Neo or whatever they're calling it, if they came out with that, then yeah, I'd try it because I got to try out what VR was like back in the 90s, and I'm curious to see how much it's advanced since then because back then it was shit.
In the 90s? What are you talking
Yeah.
Nintendo.
No, not that.
VR?
There was,
We're talking about
VR
VR.
existed
What do you
back
mean
in-
you tried it in the 90s?
VR existed in the 90s, but it was not something that was purchasable. It was kind of a high-end tech demo type thing where you had to have these high-end computers to run the shit, and it was mostly used for simulation and whatnot. And in my time as working as in IT, I had an opportunity to try out one of these things, and it wasn't all that impressive. If you've ever seen that old music video from that Dire Straits, if you've ever seen that old music video from Dire Straits, that's what VR looked like back then, and it wasn't all that.
Hey, how do I block people? How do I block this CM Punk? I tried to block him last night. You know what? Never mind, I got it. Yeah, he's gone. All right, good
There you
deal. Here's what I want to know. Where the fuck was Wolfenstein? Where was Evil Within 2? Now, Evil Within, I kind of had a love-hate relationship with it, but I figured at part 2 they'd clean up the gameplay, they'd clean up the graphics. I liked what Evil Within had to offer. But Wolfenstein 2? Where the fuck was Wolfenstein?
Oh my god, dude.
Did Evil Within sell well enough to get a sequel? I mean, have they announced one?
I don't know, man. Everyone was talking about a sequel. So I was expecting a sequel. Everyone was talking about Wolfenstein Part 2, so I was expecting a sequel. Oh, and people, you can call me all kinds of names. I'm not going to block you. This CM Punk guy, he's just a retard. He's got like several accounts.
He just came in
He
with...
spammed my stream from last night, so I already know he's garbage.
Yeah, he's in there again with another account.
Yeah, he's already gone. I'm sure he's got.
I know you played. I know you played Wolfenstein the New Order. Did you play the $20 additional game that came out a little while after that? What was it called? The Old School or what? Old Blood?
Of course, the Old Blood. I
played
beat
that.
it. I loved it.
Yeah, that shit was good.
Yeah, I have it, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. My backlog is ungodly.
That's because you got to plat every game. You don't got to plat every game, 7th.
I only have 54.
I have one, and it's from The Walking Dead, and it was completely and totally unintentional. I beat the game, and it gave me a plat.
I'm
You
about
know
to
my
get the plat in
plat is?
Uncharted 4.
Wow.
What's your plat, Blaze? Do I want to know?
The Order.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's an
I'm-
easy plat. I'm
It
surprised
is.
it's not Demon Souls or Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, that'll be soon. Yeah, definitely.
Dumars, come on, man. You ain't got nothing?
What, on Platts?
That's it. We've covered everything, man. We talked, oh, yeah, Mafia 3.
I know.
Okay,
it ain't
I said
over yet.
Skyrim stole the show. Okay, now at the Holy 3, Mafia 3 is the game I'm most excited for so far. Fuck Battlefield. Now, I'm just saying that compared to Mafia 3. Mafia 3 is the game I want out of everything.
Yeah, they were showing some footage of that in the pre-show before the Bethesda one started, and that looked impressive. It looked good.
Yeah, they actually got bullet damage. The city looks awesome. I like the setting. Everything about it looks badass. The character, your main character, looks like he's actually a legit tough guy and not a little bitch. You're not playing as a female or a transgender person or a squirrel or a fucking raccoon. You're actually playing as a badass, and I miss that. I feel like games are...
Dude, bro. You're a
from
fucking dude, bro, man.
You know what? Part of it gave me a little bit of a vibe of that was it Denzel Washington movie, American Gangster? You remember that movie?
I've seen it, but I can't really remember it.
That's what some of it kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
Blaze,
Well-
what were your thoughts?
Well, seeing that I'm Italian, and listen, I seen your tweet saying bullet damage confirmed, and that's all I needed to see. You
So
know
you
what I'm
didn't
saying?
see the gameplay? You didn't see the new gameplay?
I know I did, dude. I did. It's awesome. Trust me, it's awesome. But let's not forget this: Sony and Microsoft. That you never know. They could be holding on some gems that we don't even know about that they didn't want to release because Sony has, allegations with them. You don't know that. You know what I mean? So.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about
Oh.
Microsoft and
I
Sony.
thought we were talking about Mafia 3.
Oh, dude, I'm already with that. That's a day one. I'm buying that shit for you and me, and fucking Mars if he wants it.
I'm watching it
Dumars,
right
what were
now.
your thoughts, man?
I'm
Did you see
watching it right
Mafia
now.
3?
It looks good as shit.
Hell yeah. That's straight blasting, bro. It's the type of shit you like. All right,
Yeah, it looks-
7th, what are your predictions for tomorrow, Microsoft or Sony? Now, look, before you say anything, we all know the days of old. We all know you prefer Sony. You're a Sony dick sucker, okay? 7th level of a bitch. But tell us your predictions.
Well, the thing of it is, lately with Microsoft, it's become obvious that pretty much everything that they have is going to become multi-plat for PC. So the justification for owning an Xbox One gets a little bit less and a little bit less every day. And I'm not talking from a fanboy perspective. I'm talking just from an owner of the system. I mean, I go to the game store, and there's literally no reason for me as an owner of a gaming PC to buy anything on that system because it's slowly but surely all going over to the PC and looks better and plays better. But I don't know, because Sony has already announced that their big game of the year has been delayed to February, which was Horizon, and what I'm hoping doesn't happen is that the Sony press conference is just completely ate up with VR shit. Because that's one of the things that I've been hearing a lot is people saying that the reason you're not seeing a whole lot of new big game announcements from Sony is because they have so many of their development studios trying to bump up the launch of the PlayStation VR helmet in October, and so they've got them all rushing to make VR games. I'm hoping that's not the case. What I would like to see is something, even if it's just a cinematic trailer, something about this new God of War Norse game that everyone's been talking about. I really want to see that. I'm hoping to see some Last of Us 2. Because I would imagine
it's already ruined. You're gonna play as Ellie.
Stop it.
Mark my words. You
Stop
play as
it.
Ellie. The game's ruined.
Oh my God! Stop it.
It's already irrelevant. They've cheated on their own franchise.
He's full of them.
As far as Microsoft, I know they've got that new Halo Wars 2. They'll probably show some gameplay footage of that. I know they're going to show up. They're going to have probably waits. They're probably going to spend some time talking about the new Slim that they just announced, which I don't see the point in buying it when they are announcing, that they're going to have a more powerful console come out in winter of 2017. So, outside of a collector standpoint, I have no reason to buy the Slim model. But as far as like exclusives go, I think they're going to spend a lot of time on Gears of War 4. There might be a surprise or two in there, but they're slowly killing off their studios. I mean, they killed off Lionhead, so we're not ever going to see like Fable 4 or anything like that. Probably see some footage of like maybe an announcement for Forza Horizons 3. Or
yeah,
some
you already
gameplay
know.
footage of that.
Scorpio? You don't think there'll be any talk about the Scorpio?
Well, I'm sure there'll be. I don't know if they're going to announce it or not, because they haven't come out and announced anything officially about it yet. But I'm curious to see whether they do or not, because I think the reason that Sony hasn't really gone on record officially, other than to say that they're planning a more powerful PS4, is they're waiting to see what Microsoft does. Because you'll notice Sony hasn't announced when they're going to release the thing.
But I thought they did.
Anything.
I thought they did admit to it, though.
They admitted that they're making it, but they didn't give any details. They didn't give any specs. They didn't confirm the specs. They didn't confirm the launch date. And I'm wondering if they're holding off, kind of like they did with the PS4, to see what Microsoft does first, and then they're going to react.
I said that yesterday, didn't I not?
So, if Microsoft says, we're coming out in 2017 and it's going to do 6 teraflops, then Sony comes out and says, oh, ours will do 6 teraflops and it's $100 cheaper, and it comes out 1 month before yours. They're waiting. I think they're waiting to see what Microsoft does so they can try to trump them again.
Yeah, probably. Blaze, your thoughts?
Microsoft, I'm definitely looking forward to Gears. Like that's the only thing that Microsoft has me. Like, I have an Xbox One that's sitting there just waiting for Gears of War 4. Project Spark, I believe it's called. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that too.
Whoa, what?
Wait, Project Spark's already out. It was canceled.
Is it?
I terminated. It came out, and then they shut down production of it because it was not doing worth a shit.
But wait a second, I just heard something today on GameStop about that.
Bro, why are we talking about Project fucking Spark?
Because you asked my opinion.
Okay, well, your opinion is now irrelevant. Dumars, I'm just playing, man. Go ahead, finish up.
Yo, you're fucking... So
finish up, man, damn.
So Gears of War, right? That's all. And then the slim model of the Xbox One will be shown tomorrow. I guarantee it. And then they're not going to show their big new system seller. They're going to wait for Sony and vice versa. But as of Sony, they really got nothing but Morpheus going on right now, honestly, that I can think of, because all the delays and shit. Yeah, I'm just blah. This shit's been a disappointment to me altogether. Honestly, there's just...
You know what? I think I just thought of 2 more. They may show more footage of Crackdown 3.
Yeah,
Microsoft.
Yeah, for sure.
And they may announce some kind of like exclusive DLC thing with Titanfall 2, where they'll get the DLC for it before PlayStation 4 does.
Who gives a fuck?
Okay, Dumars, go.
My prediction is this time tomorrow, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm always disappointed. You know what?
I think you're gonna get a lot of Call of Duty. You're gonna get a lot of Battlefield again. You're gonna get Destiny crammed down your throat as if that game's still relevant. I do think Gears of War 4. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Crackdown. I'm looking forward to seeing some of that. But you're gonna get like Forza. It's gonna be the same type of shit. You're gonna be like, there's not gonna be nothing new that's gonna be dropped that you're gonna be like, oh fuck yeah. I just don't see it happening.
Are those days gone for us? Is that a wrap?
I don't think there's going to be a new exclusive that has been kept secret that's going to get dropped tomorrow. I'm just going to put it that way.
Probably not, because especially with Sony, they've already kind of announced what all of their major studios are working on. So God of War would be the only big thing that you haven't already seen, because they've already shown Dream, so we know what Media Molecule's doing. They've already shown the new Gran Turismo Sport, so we already know what Polyphony Digital's doing.
Awesome.
We know that Naughty Dog is working on The Last of Us 2.
Awesome.
The only one that we don't know about is Sucker Punch, and it's rumored that Sucker Punch is making a exclusive Spider-Man game. So we may
I heard it was a Superman game.
Spider-Man.
Oh, come on! Don't tell me that. I heard it was a Superman game.
Well, the rumor is Spider-Man, which would make sense because that's kind of, basically all they'd be doing is taking their Infamous engine and replacing, the Infamous guy with Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Man, Superman, I was like, oh my God, Sucker Punch in a Superman game, that'll be on point. But Spider-Man, it's like, man, now I'm losing interest. Holy crap, how many accounts does this sucker got?
Well, think about it. Sony has the film rights to Spider-Man, so it makes sense for them to go with that.
Right, but
Marvel had to license Spider-Man from Sony to get him into, Captain America. So,
what do you mean I didn't like Infamous? It was okay. I just wasn't crazy about the powers. Like I was shooting satellite signals out of my hands. It's like this is the best shit you can think of. I'm shooting fucking satellite signals.
Yeah, I liked Infamous Second Son, but honestly, I would have preferred an Infamous 3, and they brought Cole back from the dead. Which they kind of hinted at the end of Infamous 2 anyway, when lightning strikes the boat. So it was good, but I would have preferred Infamous 3.
See, I got bored of the Infamouses on PS3. I liked Infamous Second Son way better.
You like shooting satellite signals out your hands?
I was fine with it. I even
okay, wait a minute.
Was it the First Light or whatever the fuck it was called, the expansion part where you're the girl?
Chick.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that one too.
With the chick? Okay, look here, you ass. You just said you enjoyed shooting satellite signals out your hands, but Dishonored was stupid to you?
I don't like first-person views if you're not holding a fucking gun. I was telling you that. I was like, I'd rather have a third-person view where you can see your character fucking moving around at least.
No, she dropped down from that big light post, and you were like, "Oh my God, that's so stupid." But
I don't know the backstory
out
to
your
it.
hands is fine.
I do know the backstory to Infamous, so yeah, I'm being biased.
Well, there you go. At least
I just looked at the gameplay. I hate that where you're running and all you see is your fucking hands doing this shit. I was just like, this is fucking retarded.
Can I ask why you think Naughty Dog is not going to involve Joel in the main story?
Because Naughty Dog has slowly been working up to a female protagonist, and it's time. It's just time for him to do it. The inevitable is coming, and like I said, I've said this before. I got no hate for him, man. Last of Us, one of my favorite games of all time. Uncharted 4, I think, was a work of art, especially in the gameplay department. But man, they've been pushing it for all this time. Just watch what I tell you. You will play as a female. Guaranteed.
Maybe split like it always was. But.
No, it'll be a female lead. 7th. You agree with me?
Yeah. Well, they've really been strongly hinting that it's either going to be Ellie's story or you're going to have the option to play as one or the other. I'm leaning towards it's going to be Ellie's story. I mean, they've been releasing a lot of concept art of her. You haven't seen any concept art of Joel or another male character or male lead that would replace Joel. So it's and then the DLC for Last of Us was all about her. So I would imagine that's where I feel it's going to. Now, as for Uncharted 4, I love Uncharted 4, and it is, as you say, it's a work of art. It's a masterpiece. But there were a couple of things about it that I wish had been a little bit different. I feel like they, because of the fact that the guys from The Last of Us took it over, they kind of brought some of that darkness in with it. And so whereas
Which
before,
is awesome. What's wrong with that?
that for me that's kind of like taking Indiana Jones and making him like a really dark and grittier, giving Indiana Jones like a Jason Bourne vibe instead of an indie vibe type of thing, because the originals were all about being a big indie-inspired summer blockbuster, and this had a darker tone. I mean, they even redid Nathan Drake's theme music and made it darker. And whereas before, everything that they were hunting for had like a supernatural element, like you had a casket that turned people into zombies, and you had the water that would make you see demons and all this. And the second one, you had big giant purple Hulk guys that were dressed in Yetis that were protecting these stones that gave you superpowers and all this shit. Now you're just searching for some gold on a wrecked pirate ship.
But Seventh, I agree with you. Like I agree with you, but like I wish they would have added more blood and more. Like I feel like that's what Uncharted's like missing, dude. I wish they added more like blood and gore.
Well, I could have lived with it a little bit more if they had kept some of the supernatural vibe of it, because that was one of the things that I really liked about it. And let's be honest, okay? I'm not ripping on the game. I love the game. I'm about to plat the game, but let's be honest. They stole the ending from the Goonies. Okay? They stole the ending from the Goonies. So
I don't even remember that movie.
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
I was like 10, so I don't remember the end.
So I wish that it had kept a little bit more of the lightheartedness to it. That's the only thing, and if at the end of the day, if that's the only thing that I can come up with to even complain about, then the game is doing quite well. And it went in a direction gameplay-wise that it needed to. They expanded it in all the right ways without it becoming like a straight-up clone of the new Tomb Raider games. If they had taken it full open world like the new Tomb Raider games, I don't think it would have worked the way that it did. So, it's a fantastic game. I wish it had kept more of that 80s summer blockbuster vibe, just a little bit more in there than they took it.
That's a very strange complaint. You know what I mean? I've never heard that kind of complaint. Like, it was a bit too dark for my taste. But, whatever. Dumars, what did you think about Uncharted 4?
I loved it. I hate that it's ending. I'm hoping that they change their minds and keep it going, because that's pretty much my favorite franchise.
If they were going to continue it, then it would have to be the story of Sully and Sam. It would be stupid to bring Nate back at this point. It would have to be about his brother.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like Nathan Drake's character. I love the voice acting, everything in that game. To me, that game's a work of art.
Yeah, it was definitely good. All right, well, is that it? We got anything else to talk about?
How are you gonna not talk about Red Dead if they're gonna show Red Dead, bro? You need to.
Bro, Rockstar is so unpredictable. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'd love a Red Dead remastered. I'd love anything having to do with Red Dead at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't even need a Red Dead 2. Give me Red Dead on PC, and I'll be happy.
No shit. I forgot all about that. Did
you ever play the game that came out before Red Dead Redemption, Riv?
Red Dead Revolver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that.
Okay.
I don't remember liking it, though. I remember playing it for about 15 minutes.
It's quite a different experience.
I played a Western, though, when the 360 first came out that reminds me more of Red Dead than Red Dead Revolver. I can't remember the name of it.
I remember playing Gun.
Gun. That's what I think I remember Gun being good.
Gun was good.
Gun was good, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's
as I recall.
Red Dead.
I remember liking the shit out of Gun.
Now those first-person westerns I didn't care for as much. The Call of Juarez or whatever.
Bound and Blood was good.
Yeah, I like Bound and Blood.
Yeah, Bound and Blood was real good.
That was awesome.
Shit.
Dude, this guy is relentless with these accounts. Holy shit.
He said he had 100 accounts.
This guy must be a straight degen. Imagine what this guy looks like.
No shit. Like,
any other topics?
You ever seen the episode, the World of Warcraft episode of South Park? And,
yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy with the computer.
That's probably what he looks like.
Yeah. Some fat guy living in his mom's basement.
Is that it, Blaze? Dumars, 7th, anything else?
Has
Yeah,
his mom
Dark
come in with a
Souls.
bucket to let him shit in it because he's too busy making new YouTube accounts.
How do you kill he who has no life?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to Agent Morgan, a.k.a. Kevin Pereira, GV Biohazard. Those are my boys right there.
Fuck 'em.
What?
I'm just fucking with you.
Fuck. Why you hating on my people, man?
I'm just fucking.
Hey, man,
I
you
will
remember Kevin Pereira Dumars from Attack of the Show?
Who?
Kevin Pereira from Attack of the Show. Remember on G4 TV?
The name sounds familiar. I can't
Bro,
picture
Attack
it.
of the Show with Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn.
I don't fucking remember.
I know
Oh
Attack
my
of the Show.
God. Anyways, well, it don't. If you don't remember, it don't really matter.
Well, hey, if you
well,
quick off-topic thing. If you guys like horror movies, I just went to see Conjuring 2 today, and if you liked the first one, this one's better than the first one, so you should go see it. It's
that's a
good.
bold statement because I thought the first one was pretty damn good.
It's epic. It's got a lot more jump scares to it. A lot more jump scares. It's and some interesting special effects and whatnot. I liked it a lot. It was good.
Hey, Rev, that Orlando thing was. You guys are in Florida, right?
Yeah,
No shit.
yeah. Well, your point. This is a gaming channel. We ain't talking about that bullshit.
Well, you're the one fucking uploading gorilla stories, bro, on your
Yeah, okay,
gaming
a gorilla store. We're talking about fucking gorillas. This is the type of shit, and Dumars knows why I don't touch this type of shit, okay?
Yep.
I'm not trying to be a dick to you or nothing like that, but this is shit I don't fuck with.
Seems like
If it start- if it
This
starts
is
to
shit
go-
I'll talk about all day on a YouTube channel that's not associated with my face in any
If he
kind of
gets
way.
started on it, he's gonna go off. And
Yeah,
No,
this
I
ain't the
know.
I don't like talking about religion. I don't like talking about bullshit like this because I legit get pissed the fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like to
remember you
keep it
kind of
entertainment.
scratched the surface with Truth. What was it about the store owner not wanting to serve a gay guy? Was it a gay
Yeah,
guy?
the store not wanting to serve
Yeah,
a
and
gay
then
guy.
Truth
Yeah,
was like
exactly.
going back and forth with you on that. I remember that shit.
It's just pointless, man. It's pointless. The
Yeah,
internet.
you're not
is
going to
like-
change anyone's mind on
You're
nothing.
not. You're
I
not.
hear
It's
you.
just gonna
I hear
raise
you.
my blood pressure and piss me off. You know what I mean? If somebody doesn't like a game I don't like or a game I like, I don't give a shit. You know, if somebody oh, Red Dead sucks, that don't bother me. You know what I mean? But when we start getting on personal shit, that shit ain't good for me, man. Especially when my hands are tied and I can't do nothing about it. Talk to
hear
me
you.
face to face about this shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, there's some conversations online that you're just damned if you do and damned if you don't. So it's best to just steer clear of it.
Well, I feel you're a professional troll, Seventh. I feel you'll do good at any topic online, and you damn well know you will too.
Well, there's a difference between speaking my mind on Twitter and speaking my mind in front of a camera. But you know, it is what it is.
Seventh likes indie games, right?
It depends on the indie game.
Well, you're a big old school guy, so I figure you wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I play all the old
Seventh
shit.
likes trash games.
Nah, not all of them are trash, dude.
Most of them. Here's the thing about Seventh. This is the same thing with Black Bond. I've talked to you about this before, Seventh. Black Bond is more guilty of this than Seventh. Is these guys, especially Black Bond, they will smash graphics on a console, and then they play the shittiest looking games I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like that Jack Move game, Shantae. That's the worst pile of shit I've ever seen. It's like if you play that, you got no business talking about graphics in any game.
What the fuck?
I agree, dude. I agree.
What was that, by the way? Is we got some PT shit going on?
No,
Like doors shut and shit.
my girl got up. I agree, dude. But you know what they'll say? They'll say those games had six solid frame rates, which is true.
That's what Bond says. That's his response. Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's 60 frames. It's like, yeah, frame-rated dog shit. I don't care.
Well, it's just a matter of the era that you come up in. I mean, I can look at a game like that, and it's purely a nostalgic thing. With a game like Shantae, for example, that is a game that is trying to recreate the Super Nintendo style side-scrolling platformer.
Right,
And-
you weren't playing games then, so I get where
Okay,
you're
well,
coming
what
from.
about Dumars? Dumars has been playing games since he was a kid. He don't play trash like that.
Which game are you talking about?
Just retro games or you know. Oh no, he plays Alien Nation. You think that looks like, you know, a fucking
Yeah, I
NES.
can
Well,
I can
you do play
appreciate a
that
game
dog
like
shit.
Alien Nation and stuff. Like, I remember, what was it, a while back with the Xbox Live Arcade? Me and you were playing Contra.
Yeah, that's different. I played
What's
Contra
different?
when I was young.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's why you like saying Alien Nation stupid. Like, to me, that reminds me of like an old Commando game on NES that
That
I
game's
love the shit out of
badass.
that.
That game's
And
badass.
Alien Nation, you know, it kind of brings back that feel. So, you know, you like Contra as a kid. I like
Okay, but see,
Commando and same
that-
type of shit.
that doesn't make sense to me because it's like I will only get that nostalgic feeling if I play that same game again. You know what I mean? Like there was an old game that I played, I think, on the NES. My brother was playing it, and I tried to get it on the PC. Seventh, I'm sure you'll remember it. I think it was called Gunsmoke. Do you remember that game?
It was a vertical
Is that for
shooter where you were a
NES?
cowboy.
I think it was for the NES. It was a Western.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like-
right. Yeah, it was like
It's a vertical shooter
top-down.
that's
Yeah, I
where you're-
remember that game. That game
Yeah,
was
now see,
badass.
I would play that again because I remember playing it. But I couldn't play a new game that's like it. Does that make sense?
Right, that's your nostalgia coming in. Right, I get it. I totally get it, dude.
Whereas for me, it's when the Nintendo was out and I got mine, it was like the newest thing, and so it had the best home graphics that you could get. It was, and considering that I was upgrading from like Atari 5200 and whatnot, it looked leaps and bounds better than anything that I'd ever seen on a TV before.
Yeah, I
And
remember
so
playing.
I can-
Yeah, I remember playing Atari like Pitfall, and I remember boxing. It was like it looked like two number threes just sitting there punching each other.
Two
Right.
number
Playing
threes.
shit like that.
Two
But,
number
you know,
threes.
So even to this day, being a collector, if I happen across an NES game that I never got to play as a kid, and I sit down and pop it in, I can still be impressed by the graphics of it within the context of what I know that system can do. So I look at it and it's like, wow, for an NES game, this looks fucking phenomenal. But if you had never played those NES games and you sit down and you play them now, whereas most of your experience in gaming has been from like the past 2 or 3 generations, yeah, you're going to look at it and like, oh, this fucking sucks. How could
Yeah,
anyone
every
get
time
immersed in this?
Yeah, a lot of times I've tried to go backwards, and I'm always like bored after like 10 minutes. I'm excited at first, like, oh fuck yeah, I remember this game, and then you play it for like 10 minutes, you're like, this sucks.
At the same time, though, there are games on like NES, SNES, Genesis, etc., that they have a challenge level that a lot of modern games just don't possess. And
That is true. That is true. But Rev will say that he'll take out, these games that he would use that if he was at a doctor's office waiting to be checked in, that's when he plays a game like that. But he won't play it on his PlayStation 4.
That's because I need to be immersed into an experience. That's why I started gaming on the 360, because I need to visualize that I'm the one playing. Does that make sense?
I do. I agree with you, dude. I'm just saying,
I
but
want
that's
to be
where
immersed in the world. If I'm playing Mario, I can't be immersed.
okay, it's
that's not
confirmed
immersive.
now. He's going to buy VR. You can hear it in his voice.
You know what? I'm not going to say I'm not going to. I probably will buy VR. And it's
When you
scary
do
to me
that,
because
when you
it's
do that,
good.
I want you to make a video of you playing it with you wearing it, and your wife has to be in the same room because I want to see the look on her face when she's watching you play.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, this ain't working out.
Good.
Ouch.
But I want to announce right now, real quick, I am going to buy Solid Rev, the PlayStation 4 Neo, and if I don't, you'll never fucking see my face anywhere.
Why would you broadcast this to the stream?
Believe me, Rev, and Dumars, I got you guys. Yeah, it's gonna be a good year for everybody. Like Rev is going to try every game. He's gonna have every game. He's gonna try it.
We got Santa Blaze over here.
Yeah,
Bro.
Blaze has been real good with my channel, people. He's not a Patreon. He doesn't give me money, but he does give me codes which enables me to get all my games for the PlayStation 4 for free. A lot of people ask me, well, why didn't you get it on the Xbox One? I get all my games on the PS4 as opposed to the Xbox One and the PC because Blaze shoots me the codes for them.
Yo, what the fuck am I? Chopped liver? Where's my free shit?
Give me some subs. I'll send you a code tonight.
Damn it, man.
He ain't lying neither, Seventh.
Hell, I even got a P.O. box. You can send it straight there.
Bro, I got you. Give me some subs, dude. I'm not even joking.
Bro, you can't buy your subs, man. You know what I mean? People gotta like your content.
Wow.
See, you tell me. This is what we were talking about the other day. You tell me I need to break down. I need to start changing my ways. I need to tell people like, favorite, and subscribe. I disagree. I don't feel I need to do that. If my content were good, I would have the subs to show it.
Yeah, but I think people forget.
There's nothing wrong with your content, and you don't have to like, favorite, and subscribe. You have the same problem as I do: consistency. If you have to get yourself on a schedule where, say for a purely example, I post this kind of video on Monday, this kind of video on Wednesdays, and this kind of video on Fridays, so that people know that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday they're going to get that kind of content from you. Your subs will go up and your views will go up. But you're like me, you post when you can, and so a lot of times people don't see when your new video goes up because they don't know when to be looking for them.
Right.
Well, you could be like everyone else and just see a news article and just fucking read it on camera and fucking get videos that way. That's so many people do now. That's why YouTube's boring. YouTube's boring these days.
Being a news for views whore.
Hey, look here, man. Jekko Knight, I always bought games. Always. This is a recent development. Blaze just started saying, hey, stop paying for the games. I got you. I was like, no, why the hell would you do that? And he's like, bro, I got you. It's no big deal. So, bam, that's
Dude, you understand? I sent them codes and you used to write, I can't accept it. I don't want it. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't ask people for donations and no shit like that. So don't think that's what happened there.
Hey, no. I'm not above it at all. If he ever turns down anything, just send it to me instead. I'll take it.
Oh, we know, Seventh.
I spend a ridiculous amount of money on games every month, but free shit is free shit.
That's right, bro.
I just got a thing about asking people for shit. You know what I mean? I don't like to ask people for
He was against
it. I don't ask. I just give them the opportunity.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to ask you for anything, but if you want to send me something, here's my P.O. box.
Oh, by all means. Yeah, I hear you. I understand. I understand.
Oh, that's funny, man.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. It's been long enough. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and we got a long day of E3 ahead of us, guys, and I'm really looking forward to everything.
And let me make a quick announcement, if you don't mind, Rev, for those who are watching that watch my channel. I will be live streaming the Microsoft and Sony conferences tomorrow at, I think, 12:30 and 9 o'clock, respectively, Eastern Time. So if y'all want to sit and watch me make snarky comments about the bullshit they're going to show tomorrow, then feel free to tune in.
Yeah, and I'll put the links to all your channels in the description of this video.
Yeah, and those who are watching, I will not be live streaming tomorrow. I will be at work.
When does it start?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Microsoft starts at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, I believe, and Sony starts at 9 p.m. Eastern.
I might be able to catch the Microsoft one.
Hey, man, you want me to call you at work and let you know if any bombshells were dropped? I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that shit.
Dude, drop what you're doing. You're going to want to hear this.
Oh, man. Blaze, outro.
Sub to my channel.
You pay to win, right?
I pay to win. Microsoft, baby. I should be a Microsoft lover, bro. Pay to win.
Sub my channel. You'll get a code.
Yeah, sub to my channel. I make a video.
I'll go watch some of your videos. I have a new series I started where I shout out channels that I watch. If I like your stuff, you'll get one.
And if I get subs, you'll get one too.
All right, man.
All right. Well, that's a wrap up. Thanks, guys, for coming out. I'll talk to everybody later.
Hey,
appreciate everybody watching later.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, baby.
Like, share, and subscribe.
My P.O. box is above.